guys, Whitty here, and I just wanted to come on and make a video all about the process of the breast reduction that I had. So, just in case like anyone is curious, wants one themselves, they're curious what the process is, or anything like that, especially if you are military or if you are like a dependent or something like that. This especially goes to you because I am a military dependent, so this is the exact process for that. It doesn't range that far off of the regular process of someone that's not military, but you know, it's helpful if you are. So the process of the breast reduction, first I went into my primary and I told him, you know, that I wanted one, and I discussed it with him, and he was like, yeah, you know, that's a good idea. So he put a referral in for me. After the referral process, I had to wait for that referral to be processed from the insurance, and as soon as that was approved by the insurance, then I had my first appointment with my surgeon, my plastic surgeon. Even though it was a medical procedure because of like physical issues, you still see a plastic surgeon because they're specialized in this. Like, even though it's not cosmetic, it's medical, you know, it's still cosmetic surgery. So, the first appointment with my plastic surgeon was all about just like looking at it and saying like, oh, are these proportional to your body? Which they were not. They did not work with my shape or anything like that. They caused a lot of neck and back problems, and sorry, to remember things, I have to like stare out in space, so that's what I'm doing. So the initial appointment was just basically like a physical, just to look at me and see what they were gonna do, get some like measurements, get some pictures, and then from there we had to get my insurance approval on the surgery. So even though my insurance gave approval for me to see the surgeon, they did not give approval for the surgery yet. You have to be a certain size. You have to have a certain BMI, you have to have a certain amount they're going to remove for the insurance to cover it. So luckily they did remove enough. I think they removed like, I don't know, it was like 700 to 900 milliliters from each one. I'm pretty sure. I have a terrible memory, so don't quote me. But yeah, it was a lot. So yeah, insurance did approve it. After that, you have to go to a post-op where you just discuss the surgery with a nurse. You discuss the whole surgery, what's going to happen, all of that. They do not give you a size you're going to be going down to. You do not know the size you are going to be going down to until after like 2 to 3 months after your surgery, because you have to wait for swelling to go down. So I'm only a month out. I had my surgery on March 3rd. So I still don't know if this is going to be my forever size or if they're swollen and they're going to go down a little bit more. So I can't go get fitted for a good bra yet. Excuse me, sorry. I have to wait another 2 months, or at least one. So your post-op, yeah, you just go over the surgery, you go over what's going to happen, you go over the most fun part. I did not know this when I was talking about getting the surgery, when I saw the surgeon. I didn't know this until pre-op. Sorry. I didn't know this until pre-op. You get tubes, drainage tubes, put on each side with a little tube and then like a little like suction, like little thing that holds all of the pus and blood and everything that comes out during, like, after your surgery. So you keep those in for like a week, and you have to drain them yourself and clean them and all of that. So it's a little gross. It's not as gross as I was picturing it to be, but it's a little gross. I didn't know that until post-op. So hopefully you that want this, you know this now from me. If you're completely grossed out by blood, by pus, by anything like that, it's just something that you have to do. They have to put the drains in. So yeah, after post-op, I had some complications because of my thyroid. I don't even think you can see the scar right now, just because of the camera. Because of my thyroid levels were really, really, really high, like very unhealthy, very unsafe high. So I had to get my surgery pushed off a bunch, but you wouldn't have to deal with that because, you're not me. So after the post-op comes the surgery. So you go in to the center, wherever you're getting it done. I got it done at, I want to get the name right, Plastic Surgery of Hampton Roads. So yeah, you get it done, you go there, and first you like strip down, then you get an IV put in, and then the doctor comes in and he literally like marks you up with a marker to be like, okay, we're going to bring this here, we're going to do this here. He marks where the incisions are going to be. So you get one around your nipple, one down, and then one around the bottom. So yeah, those scars are going to be there. So, I mean, luckily you can't see them in like a bikini top or a bra or anything. And when your boobs, when they stop being so swollen and they go back into their natural shape, they completely cover this bottom one. Mine have been healing really well to the point that you almost can't even like tell about this one right here. It's just like the nipple difference because they do change the size and the shape of your nipple a little. Sorry, I needed hydration. Just because I'm talking so much. But yeah, they do change it just because your breast size is changing, so your nipple size has to change. So yeah, he comes in, he marks them all up, and then the anesthesiologist, I don't think I said that right, the anesthesiologist comes in and you get put out. It takes a little bit. I ended up falling asleep on the way to the OR. So yeah, during the surgery, you're completely knocked out. I woke up, funny story. So I woke up in the post-op area and my husband walks in and almost faints. Literally almost faints. And it's not because it's like that gross looking. Like you can see the tubes. The tubes are kind of gross. But also like he hadn't eaten anything all day because I couldn't eat anything all day. So he was just being really sweet and not eating with me. But yeah, funny story, husband almost passed out. So anyway, back to the process. After the surgery, you cannot do like anything for the first week. You have to get up and walk around just to keep your blood circulating. But you are supposed to be sitting or sleeping in like a recliner for the first, I slept in a recliner for the first week, I think. I don't think it was the 2 weeks. I think it was only the first week. I think so. Again, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it was only the first week. So you have your tubes in for the first week, and you have to sleep in a recliner. You have to sleep reclined up for the first week. It helps with pain and it helps with circulation. And you have to make sure to be getting up and moving around because of your pain meds and everything. You need to make sure your blood's circulating. So after the surgery comes your first week post-op, and that is just the removal of the tubes. As long as they give you like a little sheet of paper, you have to keep track of how much you took out and when. My tubes both fell out. Very uncommon, very rare. It's not the tube's fault, it's my fault. I got them stuck in my recliner and they pulled out and it hurt. Yeah, not fun. But again, not what's going to happen to you because, you're not going to be an idiot like I was. So, yeah, my first appointment was for your first week appointment, is to get your tubes taken out, and your drains taken out. But I didn't have that. I just kind of went in and they were like, okay, well, let me look at the incision spot. And they were pretty healed because they fell out like days before my appointment. I had called them. They said it was fine. So don't worry about that. If they do fall out, God forbid, like it's not a big issue. The only thing to worry about then is if like too much stays in your breasts because then they have to let it out somehow. So you might have to go back into surgery. So don't like take them out on purpose because they're uncomfortable or because you don't like them, because there's a chance you have to go back into surgery if you do. But if they fall out on their own and like not much was coming out anyway, like it's as long as your doctor says it's fine, it's fine. My doctor said it was fine, so I was fine. So after your first week appointment, you just go home. You still have your tapes over all of your incisions, and you just stay relaxing. You can do a little bit more. You still can't lift anything. You can't work out. You can't do most things. But you are supposed to be able to make some more range of movement. You're supposed to be practicing with your arms to make sure you can go above your head, just like slowly getting them above your head because you don't want to like tear anything, so you just slowly work your way up. And then the second week of post-op, you get the tapes removed. So my tapes, like, first of all, your tapes are going to be gross. They're going to be disgusting because you're going to have them over your incisions, which are going to get like little bloody, little pussy, little gross. So don't take your tapes off before this appointment. The doctor will take them off or the nurse will take them off. Like, don't do that. But just know they're going to be gross looking. So after I got my tapes off, I had some bleeding. Just from like the tape coming off and like taking off a scab or something with it. It's normal. It's fine. It happens. I was really worried about the bleeding because I didn't know it was normal. So I'm letting you know it's normal. Do not worry about it. It's okay. So after that appointment, yeah, your tapes are off. You have to stay. So you have to wear this bra. I'm going to flash you. It like zips up or bunches up in the front, and that's where all the clasps are. You have to keep this bra. I bought like a few of them off Amazon. They're really cheap. You get like 2 packs of like Hanes or something. Really cheap. They're fine. They're like the same thing that they give you at the place you got your surgery done. They should provide you with your first one, and then you should buy some more. Do that before your surgery. Have those ready. Have those ready. Have gauze ready. Antibacterial cream. Some alcohol wipes. I think that's really all I needed, to be honest. It was gauze, the cream, and alcohol wipes. So yeah, just so you know, have those before your surgery. Sorry, I'm like jumping everywhere. Anyway, what was I even saying? This is what ADHD is in the moment. So, yeah, after your second week post-op appointment, you get your tapes removed, and now you can see your incisions. So now you need to start putting antibacterial cream on them. When you're in the shower, use a antibacterial soap, like a after post-surgery soap, or a like antibacterial hand soap. Try and get one that's not scented because you don't want to cause any irritant or get any infections. So I wouldn't use your regular body wash on your incisions. But if you do, it could be fine, but like I wouldn't. After that, you do not have a 3rd week post-op, but you do have a 4th week. In your 4th week post-op, it's just a checkup. They look at everything, make sure that you're healing well, make sure you don't have any infections, and check to make sure that everything's okay. So again, I'm telling you something that happened to me that I was very worried about so that you don't have to be worried because, again, it is normal. So I have some splitting of my incisions down here in what is called the T-zone because it's where the 2 incisions meet. I also have some like right up here where these incisions meet for my nipple to the down one. The splitting of the incision is normal. It's not preferred. The doctor obviously hopes that it doesn't happen, but it happens a lot. It is normal. It is okay. Do not worry. You just need to make sure you're keeping Neosporin or any antibacterial cream on those open up splits because those could get infected and you don't want that to happen. So, like I said, I have some splitting. And I was really nervous when I went in to see my doctor because I thought they were infected. I thought that's what it was. And he was just like, oh, no, it happens. Just keep Neosporin on it. You'll be fine. And I was like, what? Really? Okay, sick. I was so worried. I was thinking they were gonna have to like graft some skin or something to like fill in the split or something. I was going overboard because anxiety. But yeah, no, you're good. It's normal. It happens. If you want to know what it looks like, Google it. Breast reduction, T-zone split. It's not pretty, but it's normal and it's okay. If you have anything like white looking, it's probably fat, because I have some like white spots and I was like, oh my gosh, that's infection, right? And it's not. It's just like fat residue or something, or like raw skin or something. I don't know. It's gross. I'm sorry, but I don't know the exact terminology, but just know that it's normal and you're okay. So after the 4th week, the first month post-op, it's just a basic checkup, and then after that you don't have another one until your 2nd month checkup. And that one, they just check it again, make sure you're healing well, and they take pictures. So they have a before and after picture. I haven't had that appointment yet, but I talked to my doctor because I knew I was going to be making this video and everything. So I talked to my doctor and they were like, oh yeah, this is just what we're going to be doing. You know, we're just going to take some before and after pictures. Well, after pictures, they already have before pictures. So they're going to be taking the after pictures and they're going to make sure that I'm healing well. Another thing for you to know, after your 4th week post-op, infection, like the risks of infection are so low. So do not be worried thinking like, oh, I'm overheating at night, like I have an infection. You most likely don't. I know with splitting comes chance, but as long as you're taking the precautions, you're putting the antibacterial cream, you're washing properly, using your gauze and everything, you're going to be fine, I promise. So far, that has been the process that I know of. I'm pretty sure after your 2-month checkup and they take your after pics, you're probably done. I think that's it. So I'm almost there. I have a month left of healing. And then we're going to be taking my after pics and having that last appointment, which is exciting. So now that you know the process, I just want to tell you a little bit how it went for me. Like I said, I had a lot of complications in the beginning before I even got the surgery because of my thyroid. I got it rescheduled once, maybe twice. I had to reschedule my surgery just to make sure my thyroid levels had to be in the right range before I could get it done, because your thyroid levels can affect your heart and your heart rate, and they didn't want to put me under an anesthetic and then be like, oh, she's dying. So yeah, I had some complications there, and then also I had complications with my drainage tubes, with them falling out. But like I said, that's rare. Both of those situations are rare, most likely not going to happen to you. The pain, the first week is the worst. It's not crazy bad because you're on pretty high painkillers. But yeah, the first week is the worst. And then after that, you're going to start moving again and everything. And for the most part, it's just when you move a certain way. Like, even now, I'm a month out. The only reason I'm still having pain is because of my splits, my incision split. And, like, I can lay on my side now in bed, completely on my side, which is amazing, because I'm a side sleeper. I'm a side or a back, so, like, I sleep on my sides a lot. So to not be able to sleep on your side for, like, 3 weeks was a lot for me. It sucked. But now I can. I still have some pain when I do it just because of my splits, but it's not that bad. It's just like a shooting pain that'll come every once in a while. Like if I move somewhere too fast, or I bump it or something, like I'll just get a shooting pain. But it's not the worst pain I've felt in my life, to be honest. Like, throughout the whole surgery, it's not the worst pain I've felt in my life. So, that's good. I'm trying to think of anything else to tell you, but I can tell you that I do recommend the surgeon I saw, Dr. Vanu. He was great. He was very thorough, and he did a great job. They're smaller than I thought they were going to be, but that's a good thing, honestly. My post-op nurse told me we were probably going to go down to like a small D, and I don't know what size I am yet, but I'm probably around that, so that's really cool, especially since I was like a EG, so yeah, small D is great. I started working out again, which is great because I gained weight from my thyroid and from not moving, which sucks. But you can work out again after your 4th week of post-op. So yeah, I started again. I'm excited. We'll see what happens. I can't think of anything else to tell you. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. I will try to answer any questions in the comments, or I'll make another video full of questions if there's that many. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I really hope this was helpful to at least one person, like someone. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join the Witty fam. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.